McGraw-Hill Professional presents The Definitive Drucker. Challenges for Tomorrow's Executives. Final Advice from the Father of Modern Management. Written by Elizabeth Haas Edersheim. Narrated by Kathleen Godwin. Forward to the paperback edition. Peter Drucker, who was mostly right about everything, was dead wrong on one point. 2 years before his death in 2005, he had volunteered to speak directly to the students of the business school that bore his name at the Claremont Graduate School. They were upset, even marching outside the dean's office, toting placards decrying a decision to put another name on the Drucker School to gain a $20 million gift. "I consider it quite likely that 3 years after my death, my name will be of absolutely no advantage," he told them. "If you can get $10 million by taking my name off, more power to you." Drucker underestimated the enduring nature of his contributions to management and society, as the 10th anniversary publication of The Definitive Drucker clearly demonstrates. In fact, if ever there was a time when a voice of reason was sorely needed, it would be right now, and it would be none other than Peter Drucker's. At a moment when the world seems ever more fractured and polarized, Drucker's thoughtful perspective would be calming, if not reassuring. Luckily, the book in your hands is the next best thing. The Definitive Drucker is a masterwork by Elizabeth Haas Edersheim that smartly distills the wisdom of the most enduring management thinker of all time. First, a confession. As much as I admired Peter, I often felt many of his books were sometimes difficult to get through. They were profoundly thoughtful, but also often dense. What Edersheim has done in what is now a classic work is extract the gems from Drucker's prodigious life with a clarity and succinctness that makes his contributions all the more accessible. So if you want to know what Drucker thought about management or knowledge, the customer or people, innovation or collaboration, these pages bring his ideas alive and prove how relevant they are yet again. As to why Drucker matters, more than 10 years after he died in his sleep, 8 days shy of his 96th birthday, it's simple. His teachings form a blueprint for every thinking leader. In a world of quick fixes and glib explanations, a world of fads and simplistic PowerPoint lessons and tweets, he understood that the job of leading people and institutions is filled with complexity. He taught generations of managers the importance of picking the best people, of focusing on opportunities and not problems, of getting on the same side of the desk as your customer, of the need to understand your competitive advantages and to continue to refine them. He believed that talented people were the essential ingredient of every successful enterprise. The Definitive Drucker is definitive on these points. He was the guru's guru, a sage, kibitzer, doyen, and gadfly of business, all in one. He had moved fluidly among his various roles as journalist, professor, historian, economics commentator, and raconteur. Over his 95 prolific years, he had been a true Renaissance man, a teacher of religion, philosophy, political science, and Asian art, even a novelist. But his most important contribution, clearly, was in business. What John Maynard Keynes is to economics, or W. Edwards Deming to quality, Drucker is to management. Drucker made observation his life's work, gleaning deceptively simple ideas that often elicited startling results. Shortly after Jack Welch became CEO of General Electric in 1981, for example, he sat down with Drucker at the company's New York headquarters. Drucker posed 2 questions that arguably changed the course of Welch's tenure. "If you weren't already in a business, would you enter it today?" he asked. "And if the answer is no, what are you going to do about it?" Those questions led Welch to his first big transformative idea, that every business under the GE umbrella had to be either number 1 or number 2
Sample complete. Ready to continue?